And what up, everybody? Welcome back to Fro Publications YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about zines and DIY publishing. And today, I want to flip through Spider-Man, or better known as the Manga Spider-Man. I was going through my comic book collection looking for things, and this popped up. So this is Spider-Man, the manga volume number 1, number 6, March 1998. And the story goes, previously when Japanese student Yu Komori was bitten by a radioactive spider, he discovered that he had inherited all the spider's ability. Thereafter, Yu adopted the quiz of the Amazing Spider-Man. The lizard has kidnapped Yu's friend, Araki, offering to trade his life for the formula to Coda Pharmaceuticals' new medicine, which Araki's father developed. Spider-Man offered to security accompany Araki's father to the drop-off in the hopes of capturing the lizard. Let me go ahead and zoom in on this. Half-baked, that's such a time error. But this stuff reads like no American comic, and that's why this stuff was so cool to get back then, especially like during the dark ages of comics, which was like the mid-90s. And I say dark ages with air quotes because there's always good comics. Anytime you're thinking like, oh, there's no good comics to read right now, it's probably because you're not reading any underground comics or creator owned or small press or independent presses. But look at this. Very minimal words. That's so weird the way they use a whole page of zipatone on that. But it goes back to that thing that I always find that mangas do so well. It's like they build a mood. And their pacing is always just so good. Right, so the wordless sequence continues. Crunch. Nervous behind the tree. Just reads hella good. And I definitely prefer the way they draw Spider-Man in this issue than in like later on a lot of the different Spider-Mans. Even though my Spider-Man looks completely different than any of this. I literally draw him more like a spider. They're using zipatone on him. I like all these motion blurs that they're using. Gotta admit that this perspective is a little off. I mean, I wouldn't be able to get anything near that, but that perspective is a little wonky. It's a little wonky, but I don't care. It works. It's a weird way of doing the hair. I like it though. Look at that. I don't know if it translates well, but half of it has zipatone and the other half doesn't. Look at the printing on this. That's so weird. I don't remember who gave me this comic book, but somebody gave me this comic. I like this though. That's probably one of the best versions of the lizard. Even that. It's very like monster movie-ish, but it looks good. I like all, everywhere you see him, it looks hella good. I like that too. This reminds me of some of like the manga from that era. Like manga, definitely there's always like a style that comes out during a certain era. But yeah, man, so if you've never seen a Spider-Man manga comic, this is what it looks like. There's a lot that I like about the way the mangas are made. Some of it is like they don't overthink every panel. These panels, look how loose that is. It's not like completely detailed. This thing here, look, like that panel is nothing crazy. Like none of these panels are that crazy. But it reads and flows. And what the artist does well is that he knows when to call it in as opposed to when to show up. And like this panel here is tight. That's tight. All right, all that's fairly, straightforward. Nothing crazy. Then you have that panel, the double page. Right? He ain't calling it in right here. Anytime the lizard shows up, he doesn't call it in because the lizard is the main attraction. I always feel that people think the superhero is the main attraction. It's not. It's the superhero against. That's the main attraction of the issue. And every time he shows up in each panel, like he shows up, shows out. I like this too. Falls in, Spider-Man's trying to save him. He was unable to. Boom. I guess in the Spider-Man manga, they don't come back. So as he fell into the pit of alligators or crocodiles, I'm not too clear on that. Spider-Man tries to pull him out, and he becomes human, and he doesn't make it. He gets chewed up. So I don't know how many more of these I have. It was just, I was going through my comics looking for, comics to read, comics to talk about on the channel, and this one popped up, and I said, you know what? This looks like a quick, fun flip through. So there you go, you guys. Manga Spider-Man. I should add that this was by Ryoshi Ikegami. So, fun little flip through. Alright, guys. As always, don't forget, I published a comic book zine anthology called Feral Comics. Latest issue is up on our Big Cartel shop. Link will be in the show notes for you guys to get this issue, get any of the back issues, or get a year subscription to the project. Beyond that, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Lates.